back in fall when you were busy cleaning up your yard, getting rid of all the leaf and the plant debris, and put them in these bags. Well, what happens when the city picks them up? Well, I've got an idea for you. We're at the Landscape Recycling Center today, and joining us is Mike Brunk, who's the city arborist for the city of Urbana. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, this is great. You've talked about this on the show before, and so getting to see it firsthand is super cool. What are these bags?
Okay, so these bags are what we call our herbaceous plant material that comes in from city curbside programs, landscape contractors, mowing contractors, and residents. So, a lot of this material is from spring cleanup. So when you're raking your yard in the spring and you're cleaning up the leaves you didn't get in the fall, it usually gets bagged or it can't be brought out loose.
Sure.
And this is put in this pile right here that goes into our tub grinder.
So this is step one right here. And you can see a gentleman here from the community who's actually dumping off more herbaceous material.
Right.
Yeah. And so it goes the tub grinder, and so this is just a huge grinder that grinds it all up.
Yeah, just shreds it all up. And basically doing that, it aerates it, adds oxygen, it reduces its particle size, which is the very first step of composting.
Yeah, well, and that's what you're trying to do ultimately here, right? With all of this stuff.
Right.
Is your goal is to and what is compost?
Okay, compost here mostly is leaves.
Yeah.
But it's leaves, grass, some small woody material, but mostly the herbaceous stuff.
Yeah.
So we have our leaves that we bring in from the city's curbside programs. In fact, these windrows are last fall's, 2017.
Okay.
And what's coming in 2018 will be continually added to those rows until they compost. We'll pick these rows up and turn them, and they reduce in size, and we combine them, and eventually we get over here to the end, which now this is 2016.
So we're just marching through history here, 2018, right. 2017, and 2016's right here.
Right.
And then on the other side of the road, we have 2015.
Yeah, 2015.
The final product.
The final product. So after we get it finalized here, this is staged for about, 6 months or so, and then we put it through a screener, a trommel screener, that takes all the extraneous material out. And then we end up with a product that's just the nicest, friable black topsoil type product. Which is great for people's yards, and people can come and pick that up, right? Right. So how does that work? Do I say, hey, my yard needs a little infusion of some nutrients, my grass is weak, my plants need some help. Yeah. How do people come and use the Landscape Recycling Center? Gardeners started using the product way back many years, for flower gardens and vegetable gardens, but we found many other uses for our compost than that, and one of the bigger uses now is just enriching your turf areas. Okay. So how do you do that? Well, the perfect time to do that is when you aerate in the September, late summer, early fall times. You put all those holes in your ground. You take our compost, just spread it over the yard, and let Mother Nature rain it in. Yeah. And so you get the compost is porous and friable. It allows oxygen into the root system, and you get healthier turf, and healthier turf then reduces weeds. So the public can bring as we can see with these bags here, they can bring their grass scraps, their tree clippings and whatnot. They can bring that here. Yeah, right. And then they can, on the flip side, they can actually take material out of here through your bucket program. Right. We've got the bucket program. Now I should drop back and say, this site is the only self-sufficient site in the Midwest, government-operated self-sufficient site. So the fees for drop-off and the fees to buy the product help support this site. That's what runs the operation. And picking up our compost, people were always asking us, okay, why couldn't you guys put that in plastic bags so I can carry it away in my Volkswagen Beetle? Well, plastic bags aren't sustainable, and the equipment and the manpower to take it to bag these things is quite high. So we came up with what we call the bucket program. So we like this, and it's super popular. You come out to the site, beginning of the year or any time of the year if you want. You buy a sticker. This is a 2018 sticker. You put it on your 5-gallon bucket, and you can bring that bucket out and 7 other buckets at any one visit and fill them all up for no cost, for the $20 fee for this sticker all year long. Wow. Now, you can come out to the site as many times as you want during the day or the year, but you can only bring out 7 buckets per visit. That's the limit. Okay, that's great, too. And you can also have material delivered, you were mentioning. And that's not just compost, right? That's also what we're seeing over here. We deliver all of our materials, the wood mulches, the garden composts. We even deliver some quartered bulk or firewood.
Really?
And the deliveries are so popular that we have. If you go on the landscaperecyclingcenter.org site, you'll see that there's options. Besides us, there's 3 other vendors that will deliver our material.
Yeah, we've got more coming in right now as we speak. So we better get out of the way. Mike Brunk, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Mike Brunk is the city arborist with the city of Urbana. We're at the Landscape Recycling Center. Really cool stuff that they're doing here. Mike mentioned the website. If you didn't have a chance to write it down, we'll put it online at CILiving.tv.